Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. So I gotta say, I had an outpouring of support on my day off yesterday. I gotta thank you guys for letting me have that. You know, I really did need the break coming off of the beer flu and it being the holiday season and all, so I did spend some time yesterday with my family. Wanted to thank you guys for your support. I will be taking another couple of days off. Just wanted to let you guys know around New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, around that time. But I'll let you know closer to the time. Right now, though, we're back at it. Bitcoin trading at around $50,800 per BTC. So here's what happened while I was gone. We did see that bullish pennant pattern, but it did not hold. It did dip down over here. Now we're starting to see Bitcoin slowly rise again. So despite the fact that we did not see this hold, we are seeing levels go back up to what they were pre-Christmas Day. So in and around the just over 50,000, trying to hit up against $51,000. We know that is a critical level to get over. We want to really get over this hump over here. Clear level of resistance over here at about $52,000. And then if we can get up over here, 59,000, that is going to be key in order to maintain that bullish Bitcoin momentum. So this is Bitcoin on the 4 hour. If I bring up XRP here, XRP not doing too bad. 92 cents, 92 and a half cents, give or take. Trading on low volume right now. And we're not seeing too much in the way of movement for XRP. Nevertheless, some people in the space looking very, very optimistically about XRP. And guys, I'm going to tell you why in a second. We're also going to take a look at another price model that could potentially get XRP gains up past what you and I have already discovered. So it's another model we're going to take a look at in a second. This from TechDev here. Like the two previous halving cycles, Bitcoin first made its first local high with 2W RVI greater than 90, saw resistance near the cycle log 1.618, and found support near the cycle log 1.472. So just demonstrating again this trend for Bitcoin, okay? Looking at the first cycle, this is the macro trend, so we're zoomed way out here. Looking at the first cycle with the halving, the second cycle with the halving, and you guys can see the similarities in here. He talks about that first log level getting up past the 1.618, but bouncing down against the 1.472. Again, we saw that in and around here, so he's also marking this with some blue arrows up here. You guys can see the second halving cycle, it did occur over here before that last pop off top. And you can see down here the RVI. Okay, you can see where those levels coincide with. Now where we're at, we're over here, guys, and circling this level down here. So you can see how these levels are all coinciding. We are now here. We did hit the 1.618, coming back down to the 1.472. So are we going to see another similar move up? Of course, this is a case for a bullish Bitcoin moving into 2022, suggesting that 69,000 was not the all-time high before a huge retrace into a bear market. We are seeing that that pattern really kind of rebound. Now, there's also the issue of, or rather this idea that Bitcoin could indeed stall at the point 702, and this is where we're going to see a lot of noise before it does finally, before it does finally collapse in on itself. However, if we get up past here, if we get through here with conviction, and we do see a Bitcoin price get above 60,800, 60,900, give or take, let's call it $61,000, then that's it, guys. A new leg up for Bitcoin, and that would mean that we would see more of an accumulation for crypto prices as a whole. We've also got this, guys, from Michael at Val5Links. Jihan Wu says the future of crypto could include exponential growth to a market worth over $10 trillion. So here's what he has to say. There has been a decade of growth since the launch of Bitcoin has seen many market observers say that broader acceptance and wider institutional adoption means cryptocurrencies are here to stay. So just that overall sentiment that, we are going to see regulations in 2022, and this is also going to be part of this. It is also of the view of Jihan Wu, a former CEO of Bitcoin mining company Bitmain, and currently the co-founder and chairman of Singapore-based financial services firm Matrixport. He is also the co-founder of BitDeer Technologies, a crypto mining firm also based in Singapore. He lays down the groundwork here, saying in an interview with Forbes that even if most of the digital assets were to crash and disappear, which we have talked about, 99% of cryptos could fall to the wayside and basically just poof, go up in smoke. Those that survive will likely experience massive growth. Crypto volatility, yes, but the global cryptocurrency market capitalization recently topped the $3 trillion mark as Bitcoin and other digital assets rallied to new all-time highs. We know about the history there. Bitcoin did reach 69,000, then went below support. Let me go down here. He notes that in the interview that volatility is part of the crypto market, but as the market matures, long-term gains will dwarf any of the wild price fluctuations seen over the years. Here's a quote: "Even if 95% of today's coins lose all their value and disappear, the remaining 5% will grow massively." So we've got to remember that, right? There is a list of over 16,000 cryptocurrencies in the space right now. Many of them are garbage cryptocurrencies. The market cap right now just hovering below $2.4 trillion. And the Bitcoin dominance still at 40%. But the point I really wanted to make here was, I think, the sheer quantity of cryptocurrencies. I mean, I remember when this was at 5,000 cryptocurrencies way back in the bear market. Now it's over 16,000 cryptocurrencies. And, we have all said 90%, 95%, I mean, I don't know how many, 99% will fall to the wayside. A lot of these cryptocurrencies do not solve real world issues, do not have connections with influential partners. And so those cryptocurrencies are going to fall by the wayside, but the ones that survive, they are going to experience massive growth, rapid growth in the future. Wu is also saying that the industry could go to tens of trillions of dollars. So, right now, even if it's at 2.5, let's call it 2.5 trillion divided by 2.5, that means a 4x increase of 92 cents. Doesn't sound like that much for XRP. That really just brings us to all-time high. But then you've got to imagine all these other coins disappearing. And that money flowing somewhere, that money flowing into the top 10, 20, 30 coins, whatever it ends up being at that point in time, that's where we're going to see the exponential growth. Not only that, we're waiting for that clarity from the SEC for XRP, so that's really going to bolster price as well. So Wu is also bullish on decentralized finance. Also in 2021, you could also add non-fungible tokens to that list. So there are a lot of things that are really bringing this innovative crypto market to the forefront. And I think, a lot of these guys that have been in the space for a while, they are really seeing it change now. They have a good perspective too, because they have been in this market for a very, very long time. And so, they see it change. They're realizing that this is a new game coming into 2022. It's a new game, and I think that their positive outlook, considering they've been in the market for a decade, maybe some of them decade plus, it's a positive market, a positive future. 2022 is going to bring a lot of surprises, I think. Martin Volk brought this one to our attention. News, this has to do with the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit. And Lark Davis, who has traditionally been an XRP denouncer, or maybe not as so much a denouncer as a critic of XRP, here's what he said, guys, about the SEC lawsuit versus Ripple. This article links his tweet down here. Here are my top crypto Bitcoin predictions. Sure, one of these predictions was about Ripple, though, as you may remember, on December 20th, and it gives a little bit of the history here. Ripple got sued by the SEC. But Lark Davis said this down here: XRP wins its court case versus the SEC. The SEC is a schoolyard bully at this point and is doing anything but protecting investors. The Ripple victory would be a net positive for the industry. So ultimately also saying that we need to see Ripple win this case, and that would ultimately be great for the entire crypto market as a whole. In his video released just today, Davis says that Ripple will win this lawsuit, or at least he sincerely hopes the fintech firm will do so. Davis says that the SEC has been behaving like a schoolyard bully, and that the stance the SEC has, the one Gary Gensler particularly has taken, which is that nearly all crypto assets currently listed on exchanges are unregistered securities, severely limits the participation of the US-based investors in the crypto space. For example, he says nobody would be allowed to partake in ICOs. Davis went on to say that if Ripple does win the case, and he is very confident that they will, he said it up here, they will win the lawsuit, or at least he sincerely hopes they will. There's so much mounting evidence to suggest they will. Anyway, that's another topic. He went on to say that if Ripple wins the case, it will set a major precedent and it will put the SEC in its place. He says that why everyone in the crypto community should be rooting for Ripple to win. He believes that would be a net positive. Again, on the other hand, if the SEC wins against Ripple, he believes that this would give them the confidence to bring lawsuits against a wide variety of other tokens. So, it's a weird situation we're in, because even if Ripple does lose and they're slapped with a fine, like let's say the only punishment was a fine. Okay, so they have to pay a fine and maybe they can get on with business. This also does open up, that's kind of like a hybrid situation, right? Where it does open up the SEC to sue other cryptocurrencies, yet Ripple maybe at that point would still have some form of clarity. After they've paid their fine, they'd be deemed whatever they'd be deemed, and then they can go on with business. Well, that would kind of, I guess, maybe be a win-win for Ripple and the SEC. That could be a potential for when that settlement comes in January, once we've heard all the expert witnesses, or once all the expert witnesses have been heard. So an interesting perspective here. Lark Davis, critical of Ripple historically, is now saying, everybody in crypto should be paying attention to this and should be rooting for Ripple. So wanted to thank Martin Volk for posting that. I also got this one from Stefan Hubert, just with regards to the SEC lawsuit. People try to convince you that it's just Twitter. They're trying to convince you that it's just some internet hype. They deliberately ignore you and showed almost 500,000 people irrefutable evidence of corruption in the SEC just within a week. And so here is just a screen grab from Stefan Hubert showing the amount of impressions. Now that is not 390.979, that is 390,000 impressions that this tweet got. Hey CNBC, this is your associate Jay Clayton. He has assured your audience that he did not know Apollo Global, yet he himself has disclosed the company as a source of potential conflict of interest. So Stefan Hubert just showing, there has been a lot of uncovering of a lot of dirty information with regards to the Ethereum Foundation and them being protected by the SEC. If you think that I'm praising myself here, you are wrong. Without your support, without your passion, your work, all that is what will come. Nothing of that would be even possible. And so he's tagging a few important people here that have been really hammering out the SEC information, like John Deaton, Digital Asset Buy, Tag XRP, attorney Jeremy Hogan, and @_XRPizza. And XRP Meme Guy posted this in 2018. The SEC and Ethereum founders set in motion an elaborate scheme to monopolize the crypto industry. In 2021, the Twitter sleuths put a stop to that crap by digging up old videos and documents exposing their corruption. You come together as a community, and this is exactly what happened. So I gotta thank Stefan Hubert, one of the best internet sleuths I have seen, help uncover a lot of this stuff in the XRP community, including a lot of these people here too that he has tagged as well. Another one here from Stefan Hubert. Speaking of the topic, hello Hester Purse, this is Andrew Keys. He's been with the Ethereum Foundation since its inception and is responsible for the largest staked Ether pool for Ethereum too. He says in that you and the SEC is working with him and Consensus together for consumer protection. Please answer, is this true? So Andrew Keys here did in fact drop a bomb in this interview. Did you hear what he had to say here? Listen to what he has to say about Project Brooklyn. It's later on in the clip, but I'm gonna play you guys the full 40 seconds. Listen to this.
Management infrastructure arm where we build software infrastructure for institutions to be able to participate in this market. And then lastly, we have an entity called Token Foundry, which I believe to be the next generation of investment banking or equity crowdfunding. And lastly, we have what we've called Project Brooklyn, which is a multi-stakeholder environment, open source working group that includes the SEC, the European Central Banks, to work on consumer protections and best practices around tokenization.
Wow. So Project Brooklyn specifically created so that organizations, like he says, like the SEC and the European Central Bank, they work with them on consumer protections and best practices around tokenization. So Ethereum had the leg up. Just another clip demonstrating that. I wanted to thank Stefan Hubert for posting that. And another one here real quick from XRP Crypto Quebec, Jay Clayton's old law firm, Sullivan and Cromwell. The firm handles high-profile work such as government investigations. It is one of the most profitable law firms in the world, with 2020 profits per partner exceeding $5 million. And look at what they specialize in: government investigations. Sullivan and Cromwell specializing in government investigations. Guys, this is just getting out of hand. I feel like if we don't come to a verdict, and I think at this point, the courts are just letting I mean, there's an allotted time for all of this stuff to happen. I feel like at this point they already know where this is heading, and I feel like the SEC's lawyers should be grasping at straws at this point. So just some more information there, guys. Meanwhile, we are seeing lots of XRP on the move, has been on the move over the last several days now. XRP Crypto Wolf brought this to our attention with regards to 1.6 billion. That's billion with a B, XRP moved by whales and exchanges for the second consecutive day. Now, this happened on Christmas Day. We did see the day before that there were a lot of XRP that were being moved as well. Just down here, it carried a total of 1.6 billion coins from various digital exchanges. Some of these XRP lumps were moved by anonymous digital wallets as per BitHomp. Some of the transfers carried lumps exceeding 100 million and 225 million XRP. One was made by the top Korean exchange BitThumb. So some of these exchanges, not specifically for ODL, which makes me wonder, I mean, some of them were for ODL, but it does make me wonder, are they setting up for another huge pump for XRP because they are realizing, some of these exchanges are realizing how human behavior works. And, despite the fact that people should have been buying down and around here and down in and around here, right? When price was at 17 cents and 11 cents. But this is not how human psychology works. As soon as the trajectory goes upward near the top of that Nike swoosh, this is when people tend to buy. And even worse, when this pops off top, gets up above all-time high, this is sometimes too when we see newbie traders tend to buy XRP. Well, look, it's doing well. It's gone over its all-time high. This is the time to buy. Well, no, it's not, but I think you get my point here. So some of these exchanges perhaps having XRP on hand with the hopes, based on how they've seen trading behavior happen in the past, with the hopes of having the XRP so that they can sell it to their clients when the price starts rallying, when these newbie traders jump on board and all buy at the wrong time. Guys, I know I'm happy. I got most of my XRP down and around here. I have averaged out at, I think it's at around 20 cents USD. That's my total cost average for my XRP, so I'm very happy about that. Just wanted to mention this real quick too, and I think that this is also telling on where Binance is going because this is specifically for Canadians. Just quickly here, Binance has been delisted around the world for not being compliant, and I feel like they are scrambling now to get that compliance standard. Well, in the summer, they just released a notice to many Canadians saying we are not going to be available in Canada as of December 31st, 2021. So make sure you get everything off the platform. Make sure you make alternate arrangements. Well, guys, a new development has happened for Binance in Canada. Crypto exchange Binance secures license to offer its services in Canada. So it looks as though they have received a license. Crypto exchange Binance has registered its domestic entity in Canada for dealing in virtual currencies. According to a tweet shared by the exchange CEO Changpeng Zhao earlier today, the same has received approval from the authorities as well. According to the company filing on the 24th of December, Binance Canada Capital Markets will be a money service business and allow dealings in digital assets, money transfers, and foreign exchange. And they will currently hold the license until the end of 2024. So that is an interesting update here for Canadian traders who may have been worried about this. Now it looks like Binance has a license. I don't know if it says in here when that is going to begin, if it's effective immediately. Changpeng Zhao just posts Boxing Day and with the Canadian flag here. So maybe if you are a customer of Binance and you are Canadian and you have received an email stating Binance is now back up and active in Canada, please do let me know. Tag me on Twitter or put it down in the comments section. I would like to know. I think this is also speaking volumes, guys, to this idea that 2022, we are still going to see a lot of crypto trading, a lot of crypto activity. XRP price still just poised to take off. And here's the total crypto market cap here. Even the total crypto market cap, guys, looking very, very bullish. All right, we did see that pullback here. We did see that pullback back into the 0.702 before ramping up and now making another leg up. Which brings me to this, guys, from Dark Defender here on Twitter. Hi, all. Let's check the crypto total market cap excluding BTC. So I just took a look at the entire market cap, but what he has up here is the total market cap excluding BTC. So all altcoins. And he's talking about XRP rough estimates using an altcoin total market cap. As you guys can see here, the financial crisis in March of 2020, 67% loss in total coin market cap, excluding BTC. We did see the crypto market's first wave started a very short time after that March 2020 market crisis. We all know the current monetary system is in the throes of death, and the escape route for all that matters, inflation, liquidity, etc., is crypto. And so I'm glad he mentions inflation, liquidity, etc., because, even just going back to this is what's going to get this market really up and running. The US dollar is going to be debased, as we did see in that latest Bearable Guy riddle. Guys, if you didn't catch that last video I did with the Bearable Guy riddle, I will link it up here in the top right-hand corner for you. All this is making sense. XRP, one of those coins that is poised to really take off. Of course, it is positioned fairly high in the coin market cap, but also all that utility. If you couple that with a positive verdict from the SEC, I can only imagine it'll hit our targets, guys, $10 to $15, and maybe even beyond that. According to Occultus here, all the lazy plebes were asking me what price XRP would go to last year. Seeing as they capitulated like the tourists they were, here is the price for all the true traders and hodlers, $25 per XRP. And you're thinking to yourself, okay, wait, how do we even get to $25? Well, what he's looking at here, this is a different kind of model. Seeing that cup formation down here, that rounded base coming out of the bear market into the bull market. This is XRP on the top, and we've got the Bitcoin chart on the bottom here. You can see we are seeing similar trends here. He does point out these two bottoms right at the beginning of that bear market, right when it was collapsing. Then finally that ultimate capitulation for Bitcoin back in, I believe it was 2018, ultimate capitulation down here for XRP. As we're moving up, we are seeing some interesting patterns. Huge move down, of course, in March of 2020 because of the economy, the beer flu pandemic. We also saw that for Bitcoin. Then what did we see, guys, for Bitcoin? Accumulation pattern before that pop off top. And what are we seeing for XRP at this moment in time? This accumulation pattern before a final pop off top. Now, when he's calculating Bitcoin, I don't know if you guys can zoom in here, he's looking at another 1,700 give or take percent. That would bring us to that top level where we're seeing Bitcoin price kind of hover at right now. And, some are concluding that, this is still just the beginning. 2022 is going to bring more price appreciation. Well, if you take that same 1,700, 1,800% for XRP, it would bring us to about $25.32. Now, it's not to say that XRP is going to mimic Bitcoin specifically. However, this is just another way to look at it in terms of that pent-up demand for XRP. Remember, many exchanges around the world are transferring XRP to their exchanges. My thoughts in order to be prepared to sell XRP once we see FOMO kick in. Let's also not forget the SEC lawsuit. We're coming to some verdicts. We're coming to some important dates with regard to the SEC lawsuit. We know that in January, that is going to be the end of expert testimony, discovery. We did find out that the SEC and Ripple do have to, it's a legally binding matter. They do have to sit down and talk at least for an hour about settlement. So this is also a really big part of the story. Whatever happens there is definitely going to have a huge influence on the XRP price. And you finally couple that, guys, with another move to the upside. Once we do see Bitcoin move up again, dominance is still holding at 40%. So we have not seen Bitcoin budge for a while now. Once we do see that final move to the upside, though, altcoins will pop similarly to what we saw back in April of 2020, where we saw that inter-year high for XRP. So considering a perfect storm in 2022, I have no doubt that we could in fact see XRP go beyond our price targets. Of course, we have price targets based on the technical analysis that we've done, based on historical trends, but that's not to say it can't go much higher. Of course, 2022, very, very different than the last time we saw a bull run. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.